Transcendence and resurrection in love. Deiform Buddha. Seeds germinate in the soil. Eggs hatch at the appropriate temperature. Vinegar turns sour through fermentation. Particles generate energy in collisions. Thunder and lightning resonate throughout the universe through cloud collisions. Coal and oil are born under high temperature and pressure. Tsunamis are triggered by intense crustal movements, and exceptional talents are forged through life's trials. All transformations require suitable conditions. Without them, raw iron cannot become steel. Artists can transform ordinary tree roots into masterpieces. Gardeners can shape ordinary grass into classical forms. Scientists can send humans into space, and spiritual scholars can transcend time and space to encompass scenes billions of light years away. Conditions are not pre-existing. They require wisdom to create. The world of right and wrong is full of contentious people. Unhappy families or environments are created by unhappy individuals. Each person's current state is shaped by their own consciousness. To achieve freedom, joy, and happiness, one must first have a consciousness of freedom, joy, and happiness, and then seek environments that foster these qualities. A country bumpkin who studies in a big city for 4 years will undergo a significant change in appearance. An ordinary girl, after 4 years of immersion in the arts, will develop an elegant demeanor. The environment can transform a person. Having explained the principles, let us now consider how to ascend to higher realms of life. The 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, and the celestial islands continent of the Elysium world. Life genuine is a place for achieving celestial beings. There are 2 essential conditions. One is having a guide, and the second is the atmosphere created by Chanyuan Celestial's collective efforts. Without these basic conditions, even if you have great potential, even if you are a swan egg or a seed of a towering tree, you will eventually perish without suitable temperature and soil, drying out under the sun. The core of life lies in its non-material structure. The quality of life is determined by the structure. To give an imperfect analogy, the United States, China, and Zimbabwe are 3 countries with varying levels of economic development. This difference is not due to history or people, but is caused by the management structures of these countries. Different management structures determine the prosperity of a country. Similarly, the quality of a person's life is determined by their life structure. For Zimbabwe to become a developed country, it must first improve its national management structure. Likewise, for a mortal to become a celestial being, a Buddha, or a god, he must improve their life structure. So, what is a structure composed of? The structure of life is primarily composed of consciousness, much like a country's management structure is ultimately shaped by its culture. Thus, to become a celestial being, we must cultivate consciousness. The core component of advanced life consciousness is love. The higher the life form, the higher the content of love in its consciousness. The lower the life form, the lower the content of love. This can be verified by observing those around us. Conduct a survey comparing an unhappy family with a happy one, and you will likely conclude that all members of an unhappy family lack love, while all members of a happy family are filled with love. Since the essence of life lies in its structure, and the main component of structure is consciousness, with the amount of love and consciousness determining the level of existence, our advanced practice should start with love. How to start with love? First, we need to recognize and understand love, grasp its essence and extension, and then practice in love. How to practice? Life genuine itself is a paradise of love, an ocean of love. I set an example with my words and actions. I encourage everyone to actively participate in the construction of life genuine. Your involvement in this process is your process of practice and cultivation and process of love. I do not focus on the results of life genuine's construction. Whether there are results is not very important. What matters is the process, as practicing love lies in the process, not in the result. Without the process, there will be no result. Therefore, practicing love means participating in the construction of life genuine, but it can also be practiced in daily work, study, and life. The problem is that in the environment of the secular world, where love is scarce, it is difficult to express one's love. Thus, practicing love in life genuine is the most effective way to cultivate love. Let us transcend and resurrect in love. Note: the content of advanced practice is generally not made public. However, today, inspired by Tongxin Celestial and considering that the three sisters, Tongxin, Songlong, and Ailian, have arrived at Life Genuine at the same time. Reflecting their love, I am making this advanced practice content public to thank them for their love towards Life Genuine. This content will undoubtedly illuminate countless people who are lost on the path of practice and cultivation, helping them gain clarity on their goals and direction. This piece is dedicated to the three sisters of Songlong and their parents. Transcendence in Love. Tao 1. Water sublimates under the sun. Temperature causes water to decompose, transitioning from solid ice to liquid water to gaseous vapor, eventually rising from the lowlands to become white clouds soaring in the blue sky, appreciating the boundless beauty of nature. Without temperature, solid ice would remain frozen in the wilderness forever. Life sublimates in love. Love melts and purifies the impurities in the structure of life, enabling a barbaric, restless, and violent person to learn civility, tolerance, gratitude, creativity, and giving. This transforms an ignorant person into a worldly individual, a worldly person into a mortal into a sage, and a sage into a celestial being. Without the nurturing and baptism of love, a person remains in their most primitive state, forever unaware of the mysteries of the heavenly realm. Among all methods of cultivation and practice, the practice and cultivation of love is the core content for elevating the quality of life and is the most direct path. Without practicing love, even if a person achieves supernatural powers through diligent practice, they cannot become an angel, a celestial being, or a Buddha, but may instead become a demon. This is because the essence of life lies in its structure, in the symmetry, harmonious proportion, and perfection of that structure. A life without love is inherently imperfect, as can be seen from water crystallization experiments and the colors of light emitted by the human physiological field. To achieve the quality of a celestial being, one must undergo the nurturing and baptism of love. Impurities in the life structure must be purified through love. Anyone who refuses to accept and release love is rejecting the elevation of life. An elevated life lives in light, peace, tranquility, and freedom, while a life with many impurities lives in darkness, turmoil, restlessness, and fear. In fact, not only are the differences between life in hell, on earth, and in heaven vast, but by observing the people around us, we can discern the amount of love present in their life structures. Those lacking love in their life structure have large tempers, erratic behaviors, restlessness, are unreasonable, difficult to please, arrogant, rude, deceitful, untrustworthy, opportunistic, perpetually dissatisfied, and emotionally cold, as if someone owes them a bushel of sorghum. They are constantly calculating and distrusting others, with a dark heart and disbelief in the true affection existing in the world. In contrast, people with high levels of love in their life structure exude hope, kindness, harmony, calmness, joy, and happiness. They do not calculate or guard against others. Their demeanor is gentle, like a clear stream, a beautiful and fragrant flower, a refreshing breeze, or a brilliant sunrise. Being around them feels reassuring, relaxed, comfortable, and natural, providing a superior spiritual and mental experience. To transcend in love, one must learn to accept and release love. Those unwilling to accept love are narrow-minded, have distorted personalities, and exhibit unhealthy psychological states. Their inner world is like a closed room that never allows sunlight or fresh air in, filled with self-perceived precious hatred, resentment, selfishness, and bitterness. Therefore, it is crucial to stay away from those who refuse to accept love, as they are not only selfish but also very dangerous. We must accept love and also release it. Merely accepting without releasing will lead to inflation and explosion. Those who commit suicide for love are essentially those who have received too much and released too little, ultimately leading to an explosion. I would like to note that the more affectionate a person is, the kinder, wiser, and more understanding he is, and the more love he has. The more emotionally dedicated one is, the more extreme, troubled, selfish, and dangerous he can become, and the less love he has. We love the sun because it unselfishly spreads warmth and light to the entire world. We love flowers because they bring beauty and fragrance to everyone. We cannot love a flashlight because it only illuminates one person. We cannot praise a beauty who wraps herself tightly because her beauty does not benefit the public. In fact, her tight wrapping indicates that she is very unattractive. Seeds germinate and grow in the soil, and life sublimates and resurrects in love. Without soil, seeds remain seeds. Without love, humans remain humans, unable to transcend into celestial beings. Many people have been hurt by love, injured by love, choked by love, or dragged down by love. I want to say that this is self-inflicted. The fault lies with you. Please do not make excuses. True love does not hurt you, injure you, choke you, or drag you down. If this happens, it is because your love is selfish. Love does not cause harm but brings spiritual fullness and beauty to the soul. If you feel that love has mistreated you, it is because you seek to monopolize love. Love is an art, a resonance of the soul. Love must have beauty. Without beauty and artistry, love loses its sanctity and mystery. Wildness on the streets is not love because it lacks beauty. Embracing and kissing a cobra is not a harmonious resonance. The cobra might think you are trying to eat it. Humanity has never truly felt the joy that love brings because humanity has never created an environment for love. No matter how delicious the food is, it is hard to taste it properly while squatting in a toilet. No matter how affectionate you are, if surrounded by inanimate objects, it is difficult to convey emotions. The lambs of love should live among the flock of love, not among wolves. Therefore, to transcend in love, it is best to practice and cultivate in life a genuine resurrection in love. Tao 1. To die, and then come back to life is called resurrection. Everything is moving towards death. This is a program, a law. But every law has exceptions, and that too is a program and a law. Life is like a software program with self-repair functions and ongoing repair capabilities. To repair aging and damage, new energy needs to be injected, and it must be spiritual energy. Just a call is enough to awaken someone deeply asleep and traveling in dreams. Just by calling with love, a person in a vegetative state can awaken. Love is the most immense energy for healing life. It can awaken the sleeping person. When someone dreaming is awakened, his consciousness returns from the dream to reality. This is resurrection. When someone traveling in the human realm is awakened by people, his consciousness returns to heaven. The 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, the Elysium world. This is resurrection. I am here to resurrect you, and the method I use is love. Please accept my love, feel my love, and resonate with it spiritually. As you align with my love, you will gradually awaken, and your consciousness will return to heaven. Once you are fully awakened, you will have returned to heaven. I am here to find those who have descended from heaven to the human world throughout history, not to teach people. This is my mission, to use love to resurrect those celestial beings who have descended from the heavenly realm to the human world, but whose consciousness remains asleep. Those who are lightly asleep will respond immediately to the love I emit, with love at first sight and eternal fidelity. Those who are deeply asleep need my constant calling, and those who are profoundly asleep need me to shake them. Those who are not the ones I seek are indifferent to the love I emit. It is because their souls are out of sync. They have never experienced life in heaven, so their consciousness lacks this information. Hence, I cannot awaken them. And there is no question of awakening or resurrection. The higher the level of life, the more perfect the life structure. Their structure is mainly composed of love. Therefore, to resurrect them, only love can be used. By inputting powerful energy of love, their original life structure can be resurrected. This is one of the aspects of advanced cultivation. Please resurrect in love, and let me bring you back to heaven. This is not your home. Your home is in heaven, which is made of love. Dear ones, wake up.